The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
I'm very fortunate to be joined by the one and only Xena, who is currently in Japan. The time difference is very difficult. I'm 8 hours behind, but you're 8 hours ahead, so thank you for coming on. I know you're a very busy person.
Sure.
Quite a bit of a tongue twist, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, finally. After 2 days, we should have done this.
2 days.
Yeah, whereabouts was you? I was sat here.
I had a tough match last week. I wasn't all there, you know?
Yeah. No worries. But thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate your time. We will get into a lot of questions. Like I say this to every guest, if you do not want to answer a question or you feel uncomfortable, just say move on and then we'll move on to the next one.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome. So let's talk about Stardom, because you are well known over there. You are, how long have you been with Stardom now? Is it 2-3 years?
No, last year I came here for a 3-month tour. And then I was away for the rest of the year, and I only got back this year, end of February. So I've only January, February, like 4 or 5 months in now.
Wow. Feels like you've been there forever, I bet.
No, not yet.
So you are currently the Artist of Stardom champions. These are your tag partners?
Yes, Mina and Maika.
Yeah.
We're XV faction with Hanako and Maika as well.
Yeah. I mean, what's it like being in Stardom, the locker room, compared to some of the locker rooms you've been in before?
I love Stardom. I love everything about Stardom. I love the talent in Stardom, the respect, the hustle the girls have. So every time I'm backstage in the ring, I give it 100%. It was difficult for me when I first got there, just with the language barrier, moving to a different country. Japan's like so beautiful, but it's so hard at the same time. So I think my first 3 months here helped me a lot to settle down with this round. And especially the tours. The tours are like ongoing. Sometimes we're on the road for like 2 weeks, like show to show. And they're as early as like 9 a.m. calls.
Wow.
9 a.m. show starts at 1. We're done by 3. We travel 8 hours. We're back again at 8 a.m. at a venue. So I think the first tour definitely helped fit in better this round.
So you say obviously 9 a.m., then 1, then 3, and then 8 hours. Would you say it takes a toll on your just sleep pattern or your body?
I got used to it now. When I'm off tour and stuff, it's kind of like my relaxing time. So all I have is the gym. So I kind of balance everything out with the tours and like taking my rest days seriously.
Yeah. What's one thing that you like to do in the gym? What's the most thing that you go to? Is it cardio or strength?
Well, I work out with my life partner Daga, so I usually let him run the classes for me. But we'll usually do strength work, like squatting, whatever we're training the day. And then he likes to like squeeze in a little bit of calisthenics at the end, which I can't keep up with. And then we do. And then sometimes we don't do cardio. We cut the cardio out. We ride bikes everywhere in Japan.
Yeah.
So that's our cardio. Or we'll like train together at the dojo and just do our cardio there.
You mentioned Daga, which is he's an unbelievable performer himself. Big shout out to Daga.
Well, what a man.
He is killing it over in Pro Wrestling Noah, whether he's in America or Mexico, he's killing it everywhere he goes. And yeah, I mean, he's 20, but coming up to, I want to correct me if I'm wrong, he's 29, 30?
Well, he's well what?
Is he 29 or 30, I want to say, or younger?
He's going to be so excited to hear this podcast.
Is he? How old is he?
He's 32.
Not counting
COVID.
Not counting COVID. Honestly, man, he's doing good.
35.
No.
Yeah.
35.
I'm pretty sure it's in his it's in his Wikipedia.
I'm one of them though. Sometimes I don't like to go on Wikipedia and I like to have a guess.
Don't worry. When I first met him, I thought it was 32, and he told me his age, and I was like, "You're lying." And I pulled up his Wikipedia in front of him.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. And he's turning 36 soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
All that moisturized.
Trust me. Take care of himself.
Wow. Right. Wow.
The whole moisturizing thing.
Honestly, I thought he was like 28, 29.
That's good.
Honestly, wow.
How old
But
do
anyway,
I look?
you. Right. This the funny thing is about this. I've just recently been on your Wikipedia as well.
I have a Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You didn't know?
No?
You're gonna check after this.
Okay, cool. I will.
I want to say you're quite young. You're way younger than him. You're 26.
27.
26. Wow. Okay, then what about me? How old am I?
Alright. Let me zoom you in. Smile? Glasses off.
Haha.
Glasses off for a second. No. So the thing about me is I used to do security, and I used to check like IDs every time. And then I have like patrons ask me like what they think their age is before they give me their IDs. And I always get them to smile. And as they smile, they squint. So I see the fine lines so I can guess an age correctly. I'd say 31, 32.
No,
Older
I'm
or younger?
24.
No.
31.
I'm bamboozling like myself right now.
Well, recently I've just grown a beard, so that's quite good. So, whereas before I had like a baby face.
You do have a big face.
Anyway, back to Daga. How did you and Daga meet?
I was actually meeting someone at a show, and as I was meeting that person, Daga was like leaving the entrance side to have his match, and then we locked eyes. We locked eyes, and I have a mutual friend in Sydney that's really good friends with Daga.
Yeah.
That I had known about him, and then we went out with a few friends to have shabu shabu. It's like hot pot in Japan. And as we were like sitting down, he messaged me on the spot. He's like, "You look beautiful," and I was like, so we just kicked it off from then.
So Daga made the first move.
No, I think I made the first move.
I'm sure he'll probably say otherwise.
I followed his Instagram first.
Oh, so we're doing that.
Mhm.
So you followed him first, but he texted you first.
Mm.
What's the most? Have you ever had any matches with Daga, like as a tag team?
No, nothing at all.
Is that something that you would love to do?
I'm more into like the management side, so like walking him entrances, kind of like the divas back in the days.
Yeah. Sherry Martel.
But
What?
tag doesn't sound bad too.
Well, there's a company that could probably make that happen. You who knows, that could maybe win the titles as well, the mixed titles, AAA. Is that something that you would love to do? Go to Mexico?
I did go to Mexico, I think beginning of this year, but I didn't go there to wrestle. I just went to try the food there because it's really good. But
You can pretty much try Mexican food anywhere in the world, really.
No, you can't. It's not the same. Trust me. You know how many tacos I ate in Mexico? Like, it's not the same. Like, even it's not the same. Like, it just hits different there. But sorry, what was the question again? AAA.
Yeah. AAA.
AAA. Right now, I think Japan's our home. Unless something happens, Mexico's always an option, and AAA would be the option to go with.
Yeah. So obviously you're mostly based in Japan yourself.
Yeah.
Where's Daga mostly? Is he mostly Japan as well? Because I know he floats about. He's a very busy man, but is he mostly Japan as well?
Yeah, we live with each other in Japan right now.
Right. Okay. So you two together as a team, that would be probably a one to see, and hopefully someone does make that happen pretty soon.
Yeah.
We
Hopefully.
mentioned, yeah, fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and have you been to the States?
No, I haven't.
The States is somewhere you should go as well, because Forbidden Door, we mentioned earlier before we went on, your tag partner, I want to say Mira Shikawa.
Mina Shirakawa. Yeah.
That's how you say it. We'll be facing Tony Storm on June 30th at Forbidden Door. Are you excited about that, to see it?
I'm so excited. Mina's like a real talent in the ring.
Who your money on? Tony Storm or Mina?
I'm Team Shirakawa all the way. Mina brought me into Club Phoenix and was like my mentor last tour and this tour. So I'm Mina all the way. Yes or yes?
Yeah. It's going to be a good match, and it's good to see that, obviously, because the last few Forbidden Doors we've just seen New Japan and AEW, but now we're seeing Stardom, we're seeing CML, AAA. So it's good that we're seeing a few Forbidden Door, a few more companies coming together.
It'll be cool.
Who would you say your favourite opponent that you stepped in the ring with?
I think my last singles match here in Stardom, the first round was Shuri. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Is that the one in the tournament?
No, it wasn't a tournament. I can't remember the exact date of it, but I think it's on YouTube too. I think that was one of my favorite matches / opponents I've had.
Yeah.
Someone I love stepping in the ring with is Begijin Death.
How?
Begijin Death.
I'm not going to try and pronounce that.
You know, the one with the upside clown face?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're about now.
One of my favorites to step in the ring with.
Really?
So over with the crowd. Like, so over.
Honestly. I mean, yeah, but let's be honest, though. Any match you're in is amazing.
Sorry?
Let's just be honest, though. Any match that you are in is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. If you could have a match at Forbidden Door next year, who would you like to step in the ring with?
I wasn't expecting this question. I haven't thought about it. We'll come back to this question.
Okay.
Okay.
Daga. When are you next seeing Daga?
When am I seeing Daga next?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you want to go exact, time, date, everything, location.
Exactly 8 hours at Tokyo
Oh, wow.
Station.
Oh, wow. Fair enough. How would you, because obviously you're a couple, how would you find the long distance? Would you say that, do you talk every day or ring each other every day? Because I know the time difference is quite far when he's in Mexico and you're in Japan. How do you find that?
So before we actually moved to Japan, like both of us, I was in Sydney and he was in Mexico. And I was doing like I do 12-hour security shifts there at night. And this man would stay up with me on the phone call the whole 12 hours.
Really?
12 hours and he would make sure I get home.
What a gentleman.
What a gentleman, I know, right?
Yeah.
He had, like, the last tour I had here, it was like a 12-day tour. He got the Shinkansen to come watch my like last few matches, so he was like here with me for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And when he has shows, like, I go watch, so we're not like wouldn't have too much gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I think that's good because obviously distance is in myself. I know that quite more than most people. Not for wrestling, but the job that I do, it's quite long distance can be quite tricky. But you know, so what I used to do, it's sorted now, but I did like long distance for like 2.5, 3 years with my wife, and I would see like only 8 times a month, you know, like on the weekends because I couldn't drive at the time, but I do now.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, you stay on phone calls or you chat where you can, and it can be hard. So sometimes it can take a toll on a relationship, but the fact that you two are making it work, and he's staying on phone calls for 12 hours, and that he's seeing you and supporting you, and you are supporting him, I think that's really amazing.
He knows I'm like a sleepyhead. Like, I will sleep for 10 hours straight. He used to wake me up at like midday. He'd be like, "Go get your breakfast." And he would like Uber me a coffee and like eggs on toast. But like, yeah, and I think long distance is like, it only works if both people put the same amount of effort.
I agree with that.
One drops, forget it.
There's got to be, I think, in a relationship, there's got to be that meet in the middle and communication.
Yeah.
You got to work to each other's strengths, I think.
How long have you been married for?
I've been married for 2 years in August.
2 years, and then long distance before that.
Like, so I've been together with my wife for 5.5 years. So 3 years, and then obviously I got engaged when I was like a year in with her, and then you know, COVID happened, which, you know, messed up a lot of plans. I had to wait to get married, so that was a bit. But yeah, unbelievable. She's my world. Wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah.
My soulmate, as people would say.
I feel like long distance is good because I think in a relationship to work, the like main thing you need to have is communication, and long distance like relies on communication, and that's a lot of people like that. A lot of couples don't have.
I agree with that.
So like, once you go through long distance and you have that like pat down in a relationship, your relationship is good.
Do you know what? I couldn't have said it any better myself. And one other thing that I find that, so my job and her job is very similar. Very similar.
Yeah.
And so 2 different organizations, but it's the same. And it's like you with Daga, you're both in the same organization, like wrestling, but you're in Stardom, different companies, but you both support each other. So that's what I like about my relationship. No matter what I do, she supports me, and whatever she does, I support her. And I think that in a relationship as well, you can't get jealous, or you can't do this, you can't do that, because it's, if you communicate, you have a good understanding, you've done that long distance, you support one another, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll tell you what I do after this.
Okay.
Yeah, don't want to say it out loud. But
hey guys, not allowed to listen.
Yeah, one of my we mentioned then as well COVID. I mentioned COVID. How would you say COVID was for you? Because obviously you wouldn't have been in Japan at the time. You would have been in Australia.
COVID, like, I tried making the most of the situation, because every time I'm like in a shitty situation, I don't like feeling shit about myself. I'm just like, all right, what next? You know, there's no point to like go around sad or anything. My best friend in Sydney goes by Jayla J, also a wrestler. We were just like, you know, we were like, what are we gonna do? So we're like auditioning for like acting stuff. Where we got the Amazing Grace. Have you heard of that or watched that?
Amazing. Is that a TV show in America? No, America, Australia.
It's a TV show everywhere, but there's one in like Sydney too.
Okay.
So we made it through like the final rounds up to the point where they were like, you know, you need to get all these vaccines, like, you know, for COVID to travel.
Oh, yeah.
And me and Jay were just like, let's do it. So we got like 5 shots in our arm, like all in one day. And then we were at the hotel and they were telling us that we were only there as a backup because COVID was on. And they still had to run like the TV show and everything. If someone got COVID, we'd jump in and take over their place. So we got it, but we didn't get it yet. So we spent 2 weeks locked up in a hotel, just waiting to see if someone was going to get kicked out of the show. And Jay was like going crazy. He's like, so, you know, I'm going to lose it. And I'm like, it's all right. Let's just do photo shoots in the balcony. Like, what's going to go wrong? You know? So, like,
oh, God.
That's how my COVID was. I also, like, auditioned for Ninja Warrior. I got that. And then they were like to me, please do the course in your wrestling outfit. So I was wearing boots in my wrestling outfit and I fell in the first obstacle.
Is there a video floating about of that?
There is. It's circulating somewhere on Twitter.
I want to have a look at that.
Yeah, but that was like wild because I was training for it. Like I was doing the sound and lighters and everything. And then show day was like wild. Started at 8 a.m. done interviews. They like show us the course. And then they start filming. It hits 9 p.m. And I didn't do much till like midnight because they like to have the black background, the night, the lights. So like these people were so athletic, I'm telling you. Like the fact that everyone was like falling off the first and second obstacle, I was like, this is like rigged. Because it was like hot and humid with the water. Like the bars were all slippery.
Yeah.
Like these people would be doing like backflips and shit behind the scenes and they'll fall on the first obstacle too. And I was like, but I fell on the first obstacle too, so I can't talk.
Taking part that counts. Taking part that counts, and at least you've done it.
Yeah, that's something on my resume.
Yeah. Would you say acting is something that you would like to get involved in later in your adult life?
What is an activity?
No, acting. Is that something that you would like to get involved with?
I mean, I haven't thought about it. Maybe like the most would be like commercials.
Yeah. Something to consider, isn't it?
Yeah.
You mentioned before we went on about America. You've got like a little story about America.
Yeah. So
Talk to me about.
My friend Jay, he put me forward to like cheerleader Melissa. And in Sydney, like cheerleader Melissa was the person that would watch my matches and give me feedback.
Yeah.
And like what to work on. She worked like Impact, like she knows everything. And we planned a trip to America and I think West Coast specifically. And then we done everything, booked our flights, and then it came to the ESTA.
Oh dear.
I did not get approved. So I was
what?
Like,
why is that?
I don't know. Till this day, I don't know.
That's a very strange one.
Yeah. It might be like, I don't know if it's like because I'm Middle Eastern, that might play a role.
Yeah.
But I did get into contact with someone and they said I wasn't filling it out properly. And I was like, okay, like, let's fill it out together. We filled it out together and get approved. So like being in Sydney, I was like, shit, what now? So I think everything happens for a reason too. Cause like me not getting America, like I ended up in Japan, in Stardom, like one of the best female companies in the world, you know? Yeah,
that's very true.
So it worked out like good for me in the end. But like when my stuff wasn't getting approved, I was just like, that's it. Yeah.
Do you reckon if you put in for an Esther this time around to go to America to, say, for example, perform for Or just say WWE or Ring of Honor, AEW or TNA. You reckon that would be something you would do?
I think unless like a company reaches out and does it, like there's no way I can do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who? Sorry.
To get to, Mexico, I had to have my Esther for a layover, and I couldn't get.
Oh dear. Seem to be having a lot of trouble, don't you?
So for a layover, I couldn't get an Esther, so I had to catch a 45-hour plane ride to like Denver, layover to go to Mexico.
I bet you've done your fair share of flights, haven't you?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my overseas story for now, till something else happens.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. We mentioned earlier, obviously, Forbidden Door. Gave you a little time to think. If you could next year have a match at Forbidden Door with anybody, who would it be? And it could be any match you want, any stipulation or match type. Who would it be?
Any match.
It could even be a tag match or a 6-man. Your choice.
Oh no! Let's come back to it. I still haven't decided.
Come back to it again. Okay then, third time lucky. I'll ask you in a bit.
There's too much pressure.
Stop pressure. You can't think on the spot.
Yeah, I can't. I need to think about
I'll have to get Daga to think for you.
that. He'll know.
Yeah.
Daga speaks for you.
Yeah. You mentioned obviously Stardom. Who haven't you faced yet that you would love to?
Who haven't I faced? I've shared the ring with all the girls in like our multi matches.
Yeah.
Singles match wise, I actually rounds to have a red belt, and we have really good chemistry in the first round. So I'm really excited for our title match. I think that's like the match I want, which I'm
Yeah. That would be a good one.
Yeah, she's a power fighter. I'm also a power fighter in the ring. So we just
You've had a lot of international talents go over to Stardom, whether that's Maria May, Tony Storm, Megan Bain, Zaya Brookside. You've had the list goes on and on. Is there anyone from around the world, international talent, that you would like to come over? Who would you like to see?
International talent to come over. I would like someone known or like not known. What do we like?
You pick. Like I said, this interview is about you.
Okay. Give me a minute.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think.
You want me to pick one for you?
Yeah. Throw some names and I'll pick one.
Do you want me to pick a talent from the UK?
Throw in like 5 names and I pick one.
Okay. Alex Windsor.
Oh yeah. I reckon she'll be cool.
Well.
I reckon a tour with Stardom will be cool for her.
That would be.
Yeah.
Would be. There's so many talents in the UK. I'm trying to think. You got Alex Falcon. You got Liz Evo. You've got Charlie Evans. I'll pick her because she's Australian. I know she's doing everything at the moment, but Stardom, that'll be a good one. I would pick. Who else would I pick? I'll pick one from America. You put me on the spot now.
I know. Names don't come to me on the spot. I need to like think.
Someone who I'd like to see do another tour. Obviously, she's in WWE. Rhea Ripley.
She had a trip for like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, which is nice to see again.
So did Dakota Kai.
Yeah. Pippa Niven,
Yeah.
Kaylee Ray.
I think they
Which
were bringing all girls back then, like every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's good for. So, for example, are you the only international talent there at the moment?
Tekla's here.
Oh yeah. I just can't pronounce that name. She's Austrian, isn't she?
Yeah. She's been here for I think 3 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's good when obviously you've got the Japanese talent versus international talent. Have you been in the ring with? You've been in the ring with Maria May, but only a 6-month tag, haven't you? You teamed with her, is that correct? Or
Yeah, we're both in Club Venus together.
yeah,
Never
would you like?
wrestled.
Would you like to step in the ring with her?
Never wrestled her. I reckon we'd have a hard hitting match. Yeah.
Yeah. You versus Maria May, you versus Tony Storm, you versus Megan Bain. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, Megan left as I got here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was rumors that she got sent from Tony Khan to go to Stardom, to find a feet and get gear on her belt, but nothing's been confirmed. But I
I
reckon
heard.
she's fine. Maybe you know and I don't.
Maybe. Guess we'll never know.
One of my favourite matches of yours is, I'm going to try and pronounce this. I tried before we started.
Try pronouncing it.
You against Momo Kogo?
Yeah.
Did I? Get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of my favourite matches of you, because I think that's hard hitting, just quick and intense, and it's
Yeah, I think Momo's like a luchadora. So like her style with my style just clashes, like the high flying stuff with my power stuff. Just calls for a great match.
yeah. You are very hard hitting. You like to move quick and hit hard. Has that always been your game?
It has, but I think now I feel more in my skin with it. So like more confident, more like, especially with Daga's help, because he helps me a lot with training.
Yeah.
He knows like what works for me.
What would you say the most important thing you've learned from Daga?
Mm, the most important thing I've learned from him, a lot that I can't say on the screen because I don't like giving that information out for free, but psychology.
Okay.
So like psychology in matches, I think that gets lost sometimes with wrestling.
Yeah. Has he shown you moves and stuff which could like get you to do in the ring for your arsenal?
Yeah, a lot. I think
Yeah.
majority of my moves right now, like he's helped me with them.
Wow. I think you are one to watch for 2024 and 2025, to be honest. I am really good at predicting things. And I'm going to predict that you are a one to watch. You haven't been on the PWI yet, but I think this year you are going to be quite high.
Quite high. What number are we talking?
Ooh.
What's a high number?
Well, for me?
Yeah.
Well, like I said on my recent pod, I think 2 days ago. No, 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago with Vicious Vicky. She was 185 out of 250. But like I said to her, it's narrowed down to 250 women, but really it's 500 because they do 500, but then it's narrowed down to 250. So if I was going to put you currently, mind we're only 6 months into the year, and you are a champion in Stardom, and you are killing it.
Going for the red belt.
Say again.
I think you need tell me the number. Yeah.
Do you have a number in mind?
No, but I think you give me a number, and then after my title match, let me know if it's the same number.
I will do.
Because I think right now I've had like all these multi matches. So my title is going to be like me showcasing what I can give in the ring.
Yeah, I would say. Pressure's on now. Don't want to offend you. No, I would say I'd put you in the I want to say 100 and... Trying to... 100 and... I'll put you 170 at the moment.
Okay.
Reason being is because, like you said, you've done many matches, multiple.
Mm.
The more singles you do, and hopefully you win, touch wood, you will... You're trying to find some wood. Yeah. Fingers crossed you win. And I'm praying and hoping that you do. Because, like I said, people need to see more of you. And I've said it before, unbelievable performer. And futures, next 2 years, you're going to be not just Stardom. You're going to be floating about. And yeah, the reason why I'm praying 170 are like multiple matches, but the more you have singles, I think will boost you up there. And when whoever writes this list sees what you can do, is yeah, they're gonna rank you. They'll probably even rank you higher, even top 100.
Mm.
I just think anywhere you get below the 250 mark for your first ranking, if you get below 200 for your first ranking, I think that's an achievement itself. And then can just get better and better.
We'll see when it comes out.
Where would you put yourself currently?
I don't think too deep about it like that.
Yeah, but sometimes in life you've got to bet on yourself and think how good you are.
I do bet on myself, but I don't put myself on a number.
Fair enough. Would you put yourself on the list at the moment if you was going to though?
Like me, like that list has never like made it like it wasn't a make or break for me. Like I've never seen on the why am I not on it? Or like yes, I'm on it. Because at the end of the day, I think like everyone just wrestles and performs and does their best. Like that number.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
It's a good mindset to have though.
Some girls might like, want to be like 50 and if you think you're good, if you think you're doing like 100%, like who cares about the number?
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Sometimes I'm wrestling in front of like, back in Sydney, I'd wrestle in front of 10 people and give it like 100%. Yeah. And like the matches aren't going to get seen by everyone besides those like little kids watching me,
Yeah.
And then I love the Japanese because they all appreciate like my style here.
Yeah.
And like the ring.
I see where you're coming from.
But then online they'll be like, oh, like, Xena this and Xena that, but they won't appreciate the like actual wrestling. So if I'm gonna get judged on everything, I'm just like, the people that appreciate me. That's all I care about. If they don't like what I do, then like I'm not for you. Don't watch me. Am I sassy? Shit.
It's the best way to be. That mindset. The best way to be.
I think so too. That way, like you just don't. I wouldn't say get your feelings hurt because my feelings don't get hurt, but you just like know what's right for you and don't rely on other people's opinion, especially like this.
It's one of them. You're on this earth for a certain amount of time. Don't care what people think.
Yeah.
Live your life how you want to live it.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is the plans for Xena for the rest of 2024? Minding we've just got the first 6 months out of the way. What's plans for you for the rest of 2024, going into maybe 2025?
Plans in Stardom?
Stardom, or anything else?
I want to try getting my first singles belt, which I have a shot out in like 2 weeks. So, the red belt, I'd say.
Any more?
Any what?
Any more plans that you have, like whether that's goals or?
No, I think I'm going to be sticking to Stardom for a long, long time. I'm doing what I can there.
Is there plans for you to go international?
International for me, I feel like I'm so happy with Stardom because the wrestling there is like what I love. Like the Japanese style is what I love. There's no plans for me to go internationally yet. If they did come, it's something I'd have to think about on the spot, but it hasn't happened, so I haven't thought about it.
Fair enough. You mentioned, third time lucky.
I'm ready.
Forbidden Door 2025. Who are you picking? If you could have a match.
Jamie,
Jamie Hayter.
but she's out of action right now.
Awesome. I could see
Yeah.
that on it.
Can see
Would
that
you want it to be? Would you want it to be for the title?
just a singles match. Doesn't need to be for a title. Wrestler versus wrestler.
Yeah, that'd be a good match, to be honest. Like we mentioned earlier, with any match you have and with
Yeah, and she's really great.
Hard hitting style that you have, it's really good.
Yeah.
You also, with Daga, recently decided. Let me find it.
We decide.
To do your own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And talk to me about that.
I'm like a big foodie, like more than he is. So like I think it was our first, second, even third date. This is me on the table, right? I was like, and he's just talking, and I'm like, and then Mexico, I was just like taco. So both of us being foodies were like, why not just like record it and post it for like the fans to watch, you know? Like we post ourselves online, they already know about us. Let's like bring them along in our food journey.
Yeah.
We got we got cameras, microphones, and yeah, we just record as we go out. And it's like kind of a reason for him to take me out to go eat now. Like,
All right.
Let's go record on YouTube. Let's
So
go try.
So when's the next video up?
We haven't decided. I don't want to say it here, but his birthday's coming up, and I've planned something.
Okay.
But say what and when and where it is, but that's going to be the next clip.
36th birthday.
What a time.
What a time to be alive.
Are you still shocked?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I was across him. I was like, Wikipedia, you.
That's mad. But he's performed so many places around the world. Freedom, Noah, TNA, AAA, everywhere.
That man is like a wrestling Wikipedia.
He's got a good resume under his belt, and the places and the people he's been in the ring with.
Like he's just, different level.
Yeah. Obviously, you mentioned that obviously you're on your Stardom. That's your plan for the future. Is there, if you could pick any promotion that you would like to have a try at, maybe in the future, that you currently probably watch or see and you like the product, who would it be?
Oh, just Stardom.
I like it.
Yeah. I like Stardom.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling?
Growing up, I was a Hardy Boy fan.
Yeah.
Hardy Boy fan, Lita and Trish. And Eve Taurus. Let's throw her in there.
That's 5, not 4.
Taurus too.
Why don't you do men and females if you want?
Sorry?
Why don't you do 4 men and 4 women if you want?
No, I think growing up it was just Hardy Boys. So let's just go with Hardy Boys.
Which one was your favorite?
Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my I used to watch them. So like we could be like the Hardy Boys, but female version. So we're like looking for schools to like go check out. Me and her. And then we rocked up and they were like doing drills and training. And she goes, Xena, I can't do that. And she just dodged me. She's just like, no. So it was just me.
Well, you're like, okay.
I was like, okay. And now she's married with kids. But so
oh, wow. Wow.
So
obviously...
Right?
What was it like? Let me get the question right. You mentioned obviously your native is Australia. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What was it like Obviously, from Sydney to Japan. What's it like for the travel all the time?
The travel's not too bad. It's only like a 13-hour flight, I think.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm doing like a weekend there and then like a week traveling back. I'm like here for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem.
Awesome. What's your favorite Japanese food?
So much. Shabu shabu and yakiniku. One? Do I need to pick one?
Shabu?
Do I need to pick one?
You can pick as many as you want.
We'll go shabu shabu or yakiniku.
I'm glad you can pronounce these things because I couldn't.
Don't worry, I couldn't. The first time I couldn't.
What's your favorite thing about Australia?
The beaches.
Everyone says the weather.
It's okay. But the beaches are better.
Beaches.
Beaches.
Fair enough. So I'm off to Sydney in February. Tell me some tips. Where to go and where not, or what to do.
I feel like there's not much touristy stuff in like Sydney besides looking at the Harbour Bridge.
Yeah. I'm not really into opera though, that's a thing.
Yeah. Like I used to work there for security and I was like, oh, like there's nothing to do in Sydney besides climb the bridge.
Yeah.
But a lot of things I like to do there was like hiking and like catching waterfalls because the waterfalls there were really, really, really pretty. Like the stuff you see in movies. I think just like a nice cottage house by a beach. Like there's a place, Nelson Bay, where you can do like the camel rides, like the truck driving stuff. So all those activities nearby.
Yeah, that's awesome. Honestly, yeah. I'm off there for the whole of February, so that'll be quite good.
Cool. Yeah.
What is your inspirational message?
Oh, me, inspirational.
Well,
we don't do that here. It's discipline and hustle.
Okay.
Discipline and hustle. That's all you need.
Ride or die.
And get out of bed.
Ride or die, yeah. Where can people find you for your socials?
Instagram _Xena.K, Twitter Xena Pro, and TikTok Xena Pro Wrestler.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate it. You know, compared to that we should have had you 2 days ago.
Oh, what happened? Guess we'll never know.
You forgot. I think you got a diary.
I forgot.
Well, I didn't.
It's a time difference.
Oh, yeah, blame on the time. Yeah. You sent me a picture. Jordan, I'm at a show.
Jordan, you blasted me though. Let's see.
No, seriously, thank you for coming on. I'm glad we worked out, you know, with the time difference, with me being in the UK and you being in Japan. I know you're a very busy person, but seriously, thank you.
Cool. It was fun.
Such a huge fan of yours. And touch wood, again, you will win the Stardom Championship. Just a quick run through of the pictures. We've got Daga.
Wait.
We've got my favourite match of yours so far. We've got this person. I can't quite make out who it is.
Huh? That's me.
You with the red belt. Is it red or orange?
Orange belt.
That looks red.
It's orange. My coat's like a wine red.
Oh, okay. And then we've got this huge channel. Anyone who hasn't subscribed, make sure you do because I'm subscribed.
Thank you.
Funny content like eating at KFC.
Yeah.
But obviously, yeah, you free.
Yeah.
And then we've got this one that I stumbled across, obviously on Twitter. You are going to find a boyfriend for.
I need to have a long conversation with Maika about this comment.
Do you have anyone in mind?
Yeah, I do.
Who are you? Dagger's friend?
Dagger's friends. Dagger's friends. I'm going to be a little Cupid.
Yeah, Dr. Wagner Jr., yeah? No worries. Seriously, Xena, thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Second Australian I've had so far. Thank you. Take care.